But ultimately, you've always got to put yourself in that top 5% bracket of people, of graduates who are graduating out of a football coaching degree. We're not the only provider of a football coaching degree in the UK. There's probably a dozen other providers now who are doing football coaching programs. So what are you doing? What are you doing extra to be able to put you on top of that pile when it comes to shortlisting, as you guys will be really familiar with? And one of the biggest things I say is that volume of experience that they're going to get on our program in comparison to others, perhaps, I would say, is unrivaled, in my opinion.
And that leads us great into kind of suitability as well. So you mentioned about that candidate who basically was turned away by universities in the UK potentially, and you've basically kind of reinvigorated his career and his career pathway moving forward, which is unbelievable. So what does a suitable candidate look like from your point of view?
Well, there's two considerations here, Nick. Obviously, we've got the fresh out of college 18-year-old who's obviously lacking in experience but might have it academically, might have some really superb A levels or whatever it might be. And then the other side of the spectrum, we've got, some mature learners. We've got someone on the program who's just nudging 50. Got all the world experience of coaching, but has been applying for jobs, and he's like, I just can't. I'm not getting shortlisted because I haven't got a degree. So he came into it and he was like, look, I've got the experience. I just need the degree, and I want to get the B license. But in terms of those two sort of entry point applicants, I suppose, it would be a case of every application that I receive is individually considered. Because, like I mentioned earlier, no pathway is exactly the same. But we do have a baseline of UCAS points for the under 21 applicant. And then the over 21 applicant, we're looking at, okay, what have you done since college, university, or sixth form, or school, or some cases it might be. Some cases people have left at 16, gone and worked in industry, gone and got some really good experience. And now they're coming back to sort of formalize that experience as well. But being a good person, can they demonstrate that they've contributed towards the pathway that they want to go? Have they been working in schools? Are they doing some volunteering? Have they worked in football at whatever level? We're not looking for the next Jose Mourinho or, in my case, David Moyes. But it's more a case of, is this person going to go and represent the company well? Are they going to go out there and do a really good job and be able to engage with kids, engage with parents, engage with key stakeholders and represent the company in a different way? We've got a really good reputation, and we want to try and uphold that as best we can. And the guys who are working on our program, they're in control of that because they're the face of what we do.
I think that's a great synopsis, and it comes down to drive, probably, Bobby. If you see someone who, like you say, maybe hasn't got that exact qualification, if they sit in front of you and you can feel they've got that drive, they've got that determination, they've just not been given an opportunity. And how many times on a daily basis at Jobs for Football offices, we speak to individuals who I just don't have the opportunity. Nobody's given me a chance. So this is UK kind of international soccer saying, listen, we can give those opportunities moving forward.
No, you're absolutely right. And I got an example. This literally happened a couple of weeks ago where this 19-year-old, well under the UCAS threshold, I suppose, for the course. We have to have a threshold because otherwise, we've got nowhere to judge. But, I gave him a bit of an action plan. He's gone away, absolutely smashed over the last 4 or 5 months. He's come back and he's had glowing references from the people who he went away and done an independent CPD course himself, which contributes to some UCAS points. He's gone and got loads of experience. The kid's been out 7 days a week for the last 6 months just because I've said, look, this is what you're going to need to do. And, I'm so happy that, he got accepted about 10 days ago back on. So he reapplied. And the university said, yeah, no, look, we love what you've done. And that's what it's about, So I'm really excited to see, actually, what's he going to turn out like? How's he going to be on the course? And I've no doubt he'll be a superb advocate for the programme.